advise the opinions and views of the hosts and guests do not reflect those of the station.
You are what you watch.
Hello, my name is Harry Tambuatco and welcome to our program. Let's see, how do we start this week? Since most media is glued on to the impeachment, why don't we step out of that? Because there are other issues of priority. Now let's see, it's now March, ending March, we're going on into April. In less than 12 months, or in about 12 months exactly, we'll be entering the elections. And what exactly do we have in this midterm elections? 2013 will bring on new entrants into either the Senate, both Congress, and down the line. The issues are, when it comes to Congress, what do we do about the party lists? Now, there are many issues that will have to, or will be cropping up, as well as what's going on now, whether we are going back to the automation with Smartmatic. As it is, over the weekend, many articles were released. It seems that there are a number of groups that are not exactly for it, but the COMELEC is pushing for the purchase of these Smartmatic machines. But, you know, that's for another show, and let's have whoever resource guest then talk about those issues. Tonight in our program, we're going to talk about a peculiar case that happened, which has hit the newspapers. It became headline news. And what happened was a group that wanted to be accredited, who felt and knew they should be accredited. Well, ang nangyari, like most cases, last minute nakapasok. And in spite of that, they almost won and lost by a really thin margin of some 10,000 votes. But to introduce that guest is my partner and co-host. We've got Dr. John Chopia. John?
Hello, thank you, Harry. You know, everybody, the political status quo at this stage is that do we have to look at what is the same and what is today would be tomorrow. So ang nangyayari po yata sa mga kaibigan sa usapin ng politika ay talagang kung ano yung meron ngayon, yun din yata yung mangyayari bukas. Kung ano yung mga muka na nakikita natin ay maaaring yun pa rin makikita natin sa 2013. That's why it is always a status quo na nakikita na ang punto ang diskriminasyon, ang usapin ng status quo, status per se. So, the word status itself is very prominent dito sa ating guest sa kasalukuyan. Pagkat ang ating pong guest is a advocate or a fighter for the rights of the LGBT. Siya po ay yung LGBT is the lesbian, gays, bisexual, and transgender. And their party list or their group have filed for an accreditation in the last election, but sadly to say, there are problems in terms of the accreditations. And on the term status itself is that as if in terms of looking at the word status, they are not being looked at as a real status, but rather they are being discriminated, ladies and gentlemen. So our guest is an attorney, a graduate of the Bachelor's of Law and a licensed lawyer, and he's been working abroad for so many years as a lawyer and also as an instructor, as an educator. He's also a book writer, an author, and one thing for sure is that he is somebody that fights for their advocacy in terms of the LGBT. So our guest is none other than Attorney Raymond Alikpala of Ladlad. Gandang hapon, Raymond.
Thank you, Dr. John. Thank you, Harry.
Yes, yes. Welcome to the show. Let's go straight to the meat, attorney. How do you feel? You were only qualified or accredited 1 month. What was your experience in 2010? So you were given 30 days or a little over, na-accredit kayo. So you went out and campaigned and lumabang kayo.
Well, siguro just to make it clear no, for the viewers, yung Ladlad Party was established by Professor Danton Remoto. And
You know, that's right, because
yeah.
you know, I interviewed him in
Yeah.
Channel 9.
Yeah.
I was in RPN 9 then.
yeah. Si
Okay.
Danton, the whole idea of fighting for a congressional seat for LGBT, si Danton Remoto ang talagang pinaglaban niya yun. The party was founded in 2003. Tapos initially, we were turned down, we were rejected kasi wala raw national constituency ang Ladlad. For the 2010 elections, we prepared, the papers and
Yeah.
everything, and it was filed with the COMELEC. So akala namin, papasok na kami sa election na yon. Pero ang nangyari, they ignored all of the technical preparation that we did, and they rejected our application on the basis of
They is Abalos.
Abalos
Abalos pa.
yung COMELEC
Okay.
nila.
So, masaya ka na sa preso si Abalos.
Well,
But go ahead,
yun na,
continue.
that's karma. I
Okay.
guess.
Raymond,
Karma ba yan? Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's how we see it.
Raymond,
Kasi,
Okay.
kasi immoral daw eh. Immoral daw kami.
Okay.
Ayun ba sinabi sa
Yun ang
inyo?
sinabi.
Okay, Raymond, concept of immoral. Why is there a need to have a LGBT representation?
Yeah.
Meron naman mga congressman na bading, may congressman na hindi lang lumaaladlad.
Yeah.
Maraming bang bakla sa Congress?
Oh.
Well, kasi yung difference ng Ladlad, kami aminado kami. Ako, aminado ako, bakla ako. And I think that we hope that more people will be able to say that with a certain sense of pride and dignity. Kasi iba talaga yung situation ng gays sa straights. So merong important differences that would justify some kind of different treatment under the law. Pagdating sa property relations, sa personal relations, and yun nga, problems of discrimination. So, yun ang sinasabi namin na in our view, we are a specific sector in society that has not been properly represented. Of course, nakikita natin maraming mga gays, lesbians sa TV, bisexual, transgender, pero hindi nila ina-articulate yung views namin in the political sphere. Sa political sphere, nasa sidelines pa rin kami. We wanted to have our own representatives to articulate our own needs. Principally, yung discrimination.
Okay, in the political sphere, you mentioned the needs of the LGBT. Now, how do you define that right in terms of the human rights?
Yung aming kasing view is that gay rights are human rights. That's nagiging slogan yun ngayon sa mundo eh. That in the same way that the issues of
If I would go to technicalities, what would be the
Yes.
specific law or provision that say that it is a right?
well, yun nga eh. Sa international law, mas mabilis ang development. So I worked for the United Nations, High Commissioner for Refugees, and sa aming trabaho sa UNHCR, we recognize that everyone has the right against persecution on the basis of sexual orientation. Kasi maraming nangyari yan sa buong mundo eh. Particularly in other countries which are not Christian, which are Muslim in other countries, no? Ang laki ng discrimination. We are seen, LGBT people are seen as a very different, and they say sinful way of being, and it should not be promoted, it should not be supported. In fact, it should be suppressed.
Do we have a problem of that morality here in the Philippines?
Yes,
Do you,
Harry.
do you believe we do?
I
But you're
think-
already all over. I mean, TV, I'm talking local content TV, is predominantly of the gay. I mean, I'm serious. I mean,
Yes,
it's straight as it is.
That's
It's
really
celebrated.
That's really the paradox that we see in the Philippines. In the same way, in Thailand, where I lived in Cambodia for 10 years, you would think that in
Interesting.
countries like this, di ba, na very open sila, ang daming mga ladyboys, ang daming mga transgender. Sa Pilipinas, okay lang yan, okay lang, tanggap na naman sa Pilipino eh. Pero hindi pa eh. Kasi if you look at it closely, pagdating sa level ng family, andun pa rin yung discrimination, andun pa rin yung mga ama na talagang
Ginugulpi.
gugulpilin ng mga anak nila. Yung sa nabalita ngayon, binanlian niya yung anak niya dahil nalaman niyang, babakla-bakla yung anak niya. So, andun pa rin. Kasi Filipinos are very Christian people eh. At sa ating religion, sa ating mga paniniwala, ako rin, Kristiyano din ako.
Is religion against being gay?
It should not be.
But do you feel it is?
No, it's not. It's not. that's why I wrote a book which says God loves bakla, because I believe that in my heart.
Let's show this book. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a book here authored by our guests. Where can you get this book for those who wish to understand and learn more about your advocacy?
Well, this book is the original version of a book that will be coming out next month. Next month na, April na.
So in
International
April.
version.
So,
May
but in this book, it's
international
available
version.
here in the Philippines
It's available here, but we're pulling it out to make way for the international version, which is being published by Maverick House Publishers in Ireland. So it's being released,
reprinted abroad.
reprinted under a different title.
Oh, okay.
The title
Same
is of
content.
God
You're the
and Men.
author.
Same content, same. I'm still the author. However, they just changed the title kasi masyadong Pilipino eh. Pang Pilipino yung title eh. So they
So
wanted
going
a
back
more
to it, do you think,
international.
do you have a problem or issues with the Catholic Church when it comes to gay rights?
Definitely. I personally feel that the biggest obstacle facing LGBT people in the Philippines right now is the stance of the Church, the Catholic Church specifically, which says that homosexuality is a disordered inclination, meaning that homosexuality per se is a vice that should be
Vice.
A vice.
it's a negative.
Yung dalawa, no?
Parang well, the
Pwede
word
pala maging vice yun, ano?
the words that they use is
So, parang drugs,
disordered.
no? Sigarilyo.
Parang ganun nga eh.
Next,
parang ganun
itatax
ang dating.
kayo. Sige, magsalita kayo. Itatax kayo ni Noy.
Huwag naman sana.
Oh, sige, go
Pero
on.
ang sinagamit nilang word ay disordered inclination. So kumbaga, disordered is something intrinsically wrong.
Something psychological.
Psychological, something inside. No? Pero syempre, nag-evolve din naman yung church eh. So, kahit nga yung mga obispo natin, parang medyo meron na kami nasisense na pagbabago.
In
Pero
theory,
mali pa din.
But in theory, Raymond, is there something, you're a man of the law, right?
Yes.
You're bar passer.
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything in the Catholic Church, in the teachings, that is against gay rights? I mean, in the Bible or in the teachings of the church, never mind the local community or our friars or our priests today. Well, anywhere, especially in America, malaking problema, maraming baklang pare, di ba? Parang ganun lumalabas. Man of the clock, di ba? Maraming gay. But never mind that issue, another issue yan. Is there intrinsically a law or whatever in the Bible, in the church teaching, Catholic Church, that human beings who are gay should not be human?
Well, they don't say it that way, but they do say that homosexually oriented persons are called to chastity. So yun ang obligation. No? Being homosexual itself,
That position
tinatanggap
is bad
nila.
enough.
It's
It's unacceptable.
Unacceptable for us. Eh.
Yes, of course.
How about Raymond yung ano yung
So, but the church says, bawal. In other words,
bawal. It's a sin.
if you're
Act.
put to chastity, pakamatay ka na lang, di ba? What
chastity,
for?
ganun na lang, di ba?
Ah.
Parang ang feeling namin doon, parang if God gave me a mouth, why cannot I not use it, you know?
So, if you go into Congress and you become a congressman, you become a legislator, will you go after the church if the church is your biggest issue?
Well, the church is
I'm
also...
putting you in a position, ain't I?
Well, I do say quite categorically in my book, you know, that the issue is the teaching of the church pagdating sa homosexual acts. Kasi ang tingin nila doon, sin eh. And in certain countries, sodomy pa rin yun. It's against the law. It's a crime. It's a crime in at least 80 countries. And in at least 7 countries pa, it's punishable by the death penalty.
Oh my
in
gosh.
Iraq.
Okay.
So tayo sa Pilipinas, we're happy that we don't have a sodomy law.
Yeah.
So may advantages pa rin. Pero still,
Kalabong pa rin simbahan.
pagdating kasi, Harris, pag pinag-uusapan natin yung morality eh. Kasi andoon pa rin yung pandidire ng mga tao. Ay, mga baklayan. Kasalanan sa Diyos. Kasalanan sa pagkatao. So
It's not society. What I'm trying to pinpoint. Is it society that has turned against your rights? Or do you think it's the Catholic Church that has abandoned your rights?
Well, I think you cannot divorce the Catholic Church from society here in the Philippines.
Okay.
Eh. Talagang we're, you know, sabi nga
Interesting,
natin,
you
it's
say that, and yet there's no
separation.
real church vote, is there? The only one that has a vote are the church left and church right, and the man-made religions. But the Catholic Church, as it is, has no vote. But yes, continue.
Pero ito, Raymond, bakit naging ganun yung pananaw ng tao sa bakla? Parang ang bakla ay immoral, ang bakla ay marumi. Kung naidikta ng sitwasyon, ng status quo, na yung bakla ay sabihin malaswa, immoral, may sakit, bakit nagkaganon?
Yun nga yung malungkot, John, kasi pag pag-aaral natin yung history ng sangkatauhan, there are authorities which will tell you that same-sex relations were accepted part of society in the past, pero eventually nung naging mas malakas ang papel ng simbahang Katoliko, through Rome, through Saint Augustine, and the spread of the Roman Church, Roman Catholic Church sa empire, doon parang pinagbawalan nila yung mga paganism, rights, and doon napunta yung homosexuality. And they wanted to promote the concept of a family, man and woman, Adam and Eve. And so doon nagsimula yung all of these problems na nangyari. But actually, we feel na homosexuality is a naturally occurring phenomenon in nature. Natural, you can find it in any culture. Hindi yan itinuturo. People are born this way. And if that's the case, then sabi namin, why should we be condemned for something that it's not our fault? And besides,
Homosexuality is by birth?
well, the theory generally is becoming
I don't know very
towards
much
that
about that.
direction.
I hope you don't mind I asked that question.
No problem. Pero kasi in my personal experience, I think I was born this way. Sabi nga ni Lady Gaga, born this way. Pero for other people, iba-iba yung development eh.
Yung iba nag-start ng high school.
Iba nag-start ng high school, iba naman may situational
But isn't it
homosexuality.
media that generates the propagation of the gay? I mean, you idolize in media, and the kids who are not sure. I read once before that it has something to do with the relationship or the stature of mother and father. If the mom is strong in family, the man, the sibling, or the child will tend to follow the woman who is the strong character. If man is weak, if father is weak, he will follow mother, the mother virtue, so to speak.
I think that was Sigmund Freud.
Yes,
Freud pa yun,
that's,
eh.
there you go.
Marami siyang theories na ganyan. Napaka-interesting. And I see it in many people whom I know who are gay or lesbian. These kinds of models.
But
no?
you're
Pero,
saying there are those who were born and there were those who were developed.
well, what I'm just saying is that it's really hard to tell kasi the science is still conflicted at this point. Even the
Okay.
scientists.
That's
Kasi-
what I thought. There's no real science yet. Hindi
There's
pa
no-
conclusive.
Yeah. Although it tends towards yung born this way theory.
If it is born this way, is it an abnormality?
Yun nga eh. Yun ang
How can you answer that question? He'll say it's abnormal, John?
You're speaking of Sigmund Freud.
for the longest time it
Yeah.
was seen as a deviation. It was a
Yeah.
disease.
Yeah.
Was it
Diba?
in history?
Yeah, in history. But then of course the American Medical Association has said since the 70s it's no longer a disease. So may mga pagbabago na rin. Pero still, for a lot of people, yun nga eh, ang hirap kasi kalabanin. Parang there is this, parang the whole weight of history, science, yung witch hunting, all of these prejudice na kalaban mo. And then there are people like myself who experience na hindi, okay naman ako eh. Parang I don't see myself as being evil or wrong. And so this is the struggle that we're trying to do. And that's why we feel na kailangan dalhin talaga sa society, sa political level to legislate for our rights, to protect us. Kasi ang kinakatakutan nila is that once you legalize or recognize case, dadami at dadami na yan.
Kahit di naman.
Na you'll take over.
Parami pa rin naman ng parami, di ba?
Di ba yun ang kinakatakutan? Parang gremlins daw kami pag mabasa kayo, dadami. Pero hindi naman ganun yan. Kasi I think science at the most, siguro 3 to 10% of the population turn out to be gay or lesbian. So it'll always be a minority. And we will also, we do not threaten the human race. Kasi sabi nila once men marry men and women marry women, then the propagation of the race will cease.
No, we just can do away with the RH bill. Hindi na kailangan yung RH bill.
Pero kailangan natin ng population control, di ba?
Oh, yun lang nga.
So-
Di ba?
so
Hindi na
that's
kailangan
really-
ng RH bill.
Pero magiging problem ni Raymond if that would be push yung same-sex marriage. The context of the family of the father and the mother, parehong lalaki, sino tatay, sino nanay.
Oh no, they're role-playing. There's a lot of role. In fact, there's a lot of John. There's a lot of. Allow me to correct you there. There are a lot of TV series now, U.S. Hollywood TV series that promote specifically this. One of this is I find quite hilarious. Is Modern Family. It's one of the siblings,
Yes.
and they both role play. In fact, the man who seems, appears to be the man in real life, I mean, in his role, is really the woman when it comes home. Baliktad eh. There's really a role play.
Kaya lang sa sistema ng lipunan natin, talagang tinatanggap yung lalaki at babae sa pamilya.
Yun nga eh. I think yung
Alam ko na kalaban nila, hindi lang pala simbahan, Department of Education.
Department of Education, oo,
Ang
tama.
curriculum, kailangan ayusin nyo because
marami yan.
dyan nasisira. I can see your point. Raymond, we're going to have to take a short break. We're at the bottom of the hour. Ladies and gentlemen, when we come back, I guess we'll delve some more into the other issues, the sensitive issues of what we call human rights. Now, it's peculiar that we bring out this issue, this topic of the status quo, political status quo, and human rights. When we think about it, the very big headlines that are hitting our dailies on the broadsheets on a daily basis is exactly what that is, human rights. Isn't that what they're debating in the Senate? Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's exactly what it's all about. Here we are, we're talking about the rights and the position of a partyless group that maintains that they do have representation for the country to stand and sit in Congress to protect their advocacy, their rights, basically their human rights. So I guess if we time and watch the impeachment wherever it's going, will that be a symbol? Will that give us an idea of where human rights will be? Or maybe at that point it don't matter because everything will just become too expensive and we'll just shut down. Either way, no? We're getting very close to that. Stay with us. We'll be right back and more of our guest Raymond and his book. So stay with us.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen. The concept of evolution pertaining to so many things is indeed a necessity for us to understand. Specifically, when we look at issues, specifically when we look at what is happening within the society, interpretations of facts, and even religion as is being evolved. So, within that point, we need to look at the liberality on how things evolve in the society. But the problem is that, kasi people do maintain in the past and the present status quo. And what is a status quo is accepted, and what is being evolved is not being accepted. So what we need to look at is how society evolves and how politics evolve. Rights per se also evolves. But the problem is that conservative people look at rights in a way that it is still the status quo and what is traditional. Even in the academy and education, they look at what is the status quo and what is accepted in the past is to be accepted in the present. But generally, everything evolves. Lahat po nag-evolve, mga kaibigan. And we need to look at this on a brighter perspective. So, sa edukasyon, tanungin natin si Raymond, baka magkaroon ng problema when you look at education as a basis on that rights. Kasi, sabi nga, dinefine nga natin kanina, you define the United Nations rights on sexual preferences. And pagdating dun sa sa grade 1, tuturuan ng isang mag-aaral sa grade 1, tatay, nanay, ate, kuya. Ngayon, sasabihin mo, magkakaroon na tayo ng same-sex marriage. Paano ngayon babaguhin ang sistema ng edukasyon kung meron ng lalaki na tatay at nanay, at sino magiging anak na hindi naman pwede magkaroon ng anak?
Good point, John. I was wondering where you were going. Good point.
Siguro, John, sa ngayon pa lang, marami na tayong nakitang pagbabago sa ating konsepto of what is a family. Kasi marami tayong mga single parents ngayon. na yung tatay o yung nanay nasa abroad.
Maganda rebuttal niya,
OFW.
no?
Tapos
Mas sabog nga yung
nandito.
family ngayon.
Sabog na yung family natin ngayon.
It's called
Nag-iiba
divorce.
eh. Nag-iiba na talaga eh. Yung konsepto ng family eh. At merong mga bata na lumalaki sa grandparents nila o sa tiyo o sa tita nila. Maganda pa rin yung concept ng nuclear family na natutunan natin sa church. Pero kailangan maging bukas din tayo sa mas malawak na pag-unawa ng pamilya. Kasi ang pinaglalaban namin yung inclusiveness eh. Na let us not exclude other people but let us embrace them and accept them as part of the concept of the family. Kasi marami tayong mga tito at tita na walang mga asawa, siguro bakla, siguro lesbian. At yun, parang nawawala sila sa konsepto ng pamilya eh. And I think it's about time that we open our hearts to these kinds of families. And pagdating sa tanong mo nga, pagdating sa education, nagkakaroon na ng maraming studies in other countries, particularly sa Scandinavian countries. Minabasa ako sa Denmark at sa Sweden, kung saan ang nagiging conclusion nila is that children who are raised in two-mother families or two-father families are just as well adjusted as children who are raised in a family with a mother and a father. So, hindi masyadong nagkakaiba ang actual impact nun sa bata.
Pero Raymond, the situational based evolution is that iba yung sitwasyon sa Western countries kumpara sa kultura natin. Sa kanila, liberal eh. Ngayon, napako tayo sa tradisyon ng kultura ng Katoliko.
I think maghahanap tayo ng Filipino solution to this problem. Sinasabi ko lang na it's good to look at the experiences of other countries. Pero
pwedeng umpisahan.
Meron tayong pero dapat umpisahan. Dapat umpisahan. Pero magkakaroon tayong sarili nating solution. 'Di ba katulad niyang psychological incapacity sa annulment, 'di ba? Wala raw tayong divorce pero may psychological incapacity. It's a very Filipino solution, 'di ba? Na I may or may not disagree with that. Pero ganun ang naging tugon ng lipunan natin, and let's accept it for now. Pero yun nga, sabi ko, pagdating sa concept ng two-father families or two-mother families, I think that our experience will show na these are just as viable at siguro sa paniniwala ko magiging katanggap-tanggap din sa lipunan eventually.
Raymond, we're not here to judge you, nor should we. And we are not here to try and rationalize and figure out the integrity of your advocacy or your person or the gay rights.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your party list group.
Yes.
You're going to run.
Yes.
How many voters or how would you say constituents ang tawag diyan sa party list? Members.
Ikaw naman, lalayo ka ba? Pumunta ka sa bawat kanto, may parlor.
No, pero nag-iiba diyan. Rehistrado. How many do you have signed up? Membership, di ba?
Membership,
Comelec, pag
yeah.
party list, kailangan rehistrado ka.
I'm not sure of the latest figures, but I think we have some like 22,000 members
You have
all over the
22,000
country.
all over the country
Tapos
registered.
with different groups, ha?
Yes, and you have now satellite down the line, nagda-down the line na kayo.
In all of the major, in all of the regions and the provinces. In fact, we just completed our annual convention where we elected
May
our
convention
nominees.
kayo.
Yeah, nagkaroon
Buti
ng
pa kayo nagkaka-convention kasi mga iba wala.
Wala, naturuan na lang.
We follow the law. We follow the law. We're
With
very strict.
22,000, you would need to garner, let's see, there'll probably be about 55, 56 party list groups for 2013.
No, 200 plus.
No, 56 that will qualify for a seat.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now, never mind the number. It
The
used to be 107
Yeah.
for 2010. There will be maybe 200. Why not? Diba? Okay. That's the right of every person who wishes to be represented in Congress. Will your 22,000 membership, you think, bring you to Congress? The answer is
we believe
yes.
so, yes.
And what will you bring to Congress so that our viewers will hear? Because people who would vote for Ladlad need not be of the same advocacy or nature. They can be straight.
Yes,
Okay,
definitely.
they can be. Now,
We have straight members.
well, there you are. Now, what will you bring to the plate when it comes to into the plenary or into the committee hearings? Why is your voice, your position important? And why should Ladlad sit? Ladlad, right?
Ladlad,
Why
yes.
should Ladlad sit in Congress? And for whose right? Only the gay rights? or for the Filipino in general, and why? Maybe that's a nice,
Yeah.
that's a nice way, yes.
Kumbaga, what would be your legislative agenda?
Yeah, ito tatakbo na kasi. Tatakbo na ito, Congressman.
Well, of course, this is not within the context of a campaign kasi bawal pa rin kami mag-kampanya.
No, there's no restriction at this point. You can talk about it, believe it or not, under the law. You can actually campaign now. Just don't campaign during the restriction period. Because congressmen are only given 45 days. It's only the senators that are given 60 days, correct? Or 90 days.
Even the party list.
60 days?
Yeah,
din
60
sila?
90 days.
90 days kayo. Okay, so
Nationwide.
until that restriction, which only comes to play upon registration, if I'm not mistaken. The certificate of registration will now restrict you, but between now until then, maluwag ka. So what would be your campaign platform and your promise?
Of course, our legislative agenda, yung aming sinubmit sa COMELEC, is basically it's for to promote and protect the rights of LGBT. That's the first plank, of course, and a big part of that is the pending anti-discrimination bill in Congress.
Okay.
And that is the first and main issue that we're fighting for right now, because discrimination happens on so many levels.
Where would you stand on the other national issues? For example, mining, RH bill.
Of course, we will have our own stance in those issues, because we will be a national party. However, at this point, of course, I cannot speak for the party. I'll have my own personal opinions about that.
But your party will have a collective position on all national issues.
Because we will have to vote on all of those bills that will come to us, because we will be a congressman just like
everybody else.
Just like everybody else, So
you would be advantageous to Congress. It's a question mark.
Yes.
Will you feel Ladlad will be
Definitely.
an advantage
Definitely.
and yes, an advantage for Congress?
Well, the important thing is that we are a discriminated group, and personally, we have experienced discrimination, and I think this is our strength. We speak from the vantage point of people who are discriminated. We're not part of the ruling majority. So I think,
point of view nyo.
Yeah, so we will represent not just the gays and the lesbians, but the other marginalized groups as well. The farmers, the urban poor.
Pero Remo, would you think that such legislative agenda would push through? Specifically, you're only one in Congress. Remember, it is the tyranny of the majority. Pag nagsabi ka ng, okay, we would campaign for a same-sex marriage. So, botohan yan ng lahat ng congressman. Matatakot din yan sa mga simbahan.
Yung same-sex marriage is not part of the platform.
Wala
just
ba yan?
yet. Just yet. Not. Kasi we see that is going to be a divisive issue kagad. And as you said,
Would you have signed would you have been one of the 188 that signed impeachment?
Yeah.
personally, yes.
You're not
But
doing
that's
that because you want your PDF.
No. In fact,
Carry
Justice
on.
Coron, the Chief Justice was my teacher in law school. So
Ateneo ka pala.
Ateneo ako. So teacher ko yan. But I have my own personal opinions about the impeachment, and I do think that being part of the minority, we can bring a new kind of morality also in government.
I think so. You're right, because you're fresh out of the box. You're not traditional. You have other sensitive issues the others do not respond to.
And a lot of the discriminated gays and lesbians are poor. Are urban poor.
I didn't see it that side. I didn't see it that way.
Yeah.
But I see them on TV.
You see them on TV. I mean, we have very well-off supporters. Pero ang discrimination na pinaglalaban namin ay yung mga bakla, yung mga parlorista na hindi makakuha ng trabaho sa call center. Kasi
You mean may discrimination? You
Meron,
should
meron.
fight kung ganun yun.
Meron.
Tama.
May mga
That's an
ganun issue
advocacy right there. I didn't know my discrimination issues on employment.
Sa AFP, sa PNP.
Meron din ba?
Meron.
May mga ganun. Yung parang dapat magpalit sila ng bihis, dapat magporma silang lalaki.
Tsaka yung boses niya, hindi
Yung mga
dapat.
boses, yung mga ganong kind of issues.
That's not
in
correct.
employment.
That's incorrect. Discrimination nga yun.
It is. And the thing is, pag nangyari yun sa mga gays, wala silang habol. Kasi there's no law to protect their... They can cite the basic law, civil code, pero, they don't get the sympathy. Kasi hindi pa nire-recognize ng lipunan natin that we are a distinct minority. And that's what we're trying to say na parang, hey, we're here, we're queer, we're part of society, and we're not immoral. We have just as much right as everyone else to claim our stake, our slice of the pie dito sa ating economy. And yun ang sabi nga namin na I do think that if you have a gay and lesbian voice, unang-una, honesty. I think yun ang madadala namin eh. Hindi kami nagpapanggap eh. Marami diyang mga tao na nagpapanggap.
You're out of the closet.
Kami, we're out of the closet. We're honest about
Would you
who we
say,
are.
Attorney Raymond, that in terms of the status aspects, would you recommend that male, female, gay, and lesbian and transgender would be put dun sa Chechekan?
Kasi there's an issue of
How would that matter? Is he saying, what's the color of your skin? Dark, darker, semi-dark, light, lighter, very bright.
as long as it's not forced, you know. As long
Soon
as
we're going to be measuring the strength of our, the length.
Yeah. kasi diba dati married and single lang.
single lang.
Ngayon pati separated sinasama na, di ba?
Yun nga. Ikaw nagsabi nag-evolve talaga.
Nag-evolve di ba?
At yun ang nakakatuwa eh. Kasi katulad ng issues, mga kapatid naming transgender. Transgender, these are men who self-identify as women and who behave as women, who dress as women. For them, their sexual identity, their gender identity is female.
Yes.
And they use female toilets. And in some places, bawal silang gumamit ng female toilets kasi lalaki sila. So,
I guess that would be a problem. I never look at it because it's not our problem, so we don't see that. I don't see that part.
But it's very difficult kasi these people, they're not just yung cross-dresser na sa gabi lang sila nagbibihis babae.
It's 24/7.
This one is 24/7. It's their life.
Yes.
And it's their choice. And it's not a choice that they make lightly. Na talagang sabi nila, hindi, babae ako eh. I feel na babae talaga ako. Or meron din mga babae na feeling na lalaki talaga sila.
I see that too.
We have to respect that. Pero yun nga, under the law, if you were born male, then you have to live your life as a male. And it creates very deep psychological issues for people. And I think that society has to evolve, has to understand that humanity, our concept of what it is to be human, has evolved over the years. And these people are just as human. They have rights to live their life in the best way that they see. No? Kung babae sila, they feel babae sila, then
in the concept of morality, kasi Raymond, it is always the church that dictates the concept of morality. But the problem is that in terms of the view of people on morality, what would be moral to the church might be immoral to you. What is immoral to you might be immoral to the church. So ang konsepto, dapat pati yung church siguro dapat mag-evolve no? On the acceptance.
Ang aming basis ng morality is civil rights, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, ng United Nations. Tapos meron din yung international civil and political rights. Recently, naglabas ang isang group of international law experts nung Yogyakarta Principles, which recognize sexual identity, sexual orientation, and gender identity as fundamental planks in human rights. And syempre, limited pa yung reach niyan, pero nagkakaroon na ng mga discussion within the United Nations itself, within the Human Rights Commission. So, may evolution eh. Of course, mayroon ding opposition from the Islamic countries, but that's really all part of our struggle, and we accept that.
Raymond, one last question because we're reaching the top of the hour. Kayo ba may pera para tumakbo?
Kulang, pero we're hoping that we'll be able to raise enough funds.
Because national yan, di ba?
National
Party
yan.
list,
National
mahirap
yan. Actually, trabaho ko yan sa Ladlad.
So makaka-raise ba kayo ng pera? Kasi,
we're optimistic na that we'll be able to raise the...
how much do you think it'll cost you?
Right now, we're targeting 10 million.
To run a campaign?
At the start.
Are you sure? Hindi kaya maliit yan?
Maliit yun.
Maliit yun. Pero kasi, ang tina-target namin is 1.5 million votes. And if you can get those votes for 3 seats. You can get those votes from selected regions. So you have to be strategic we have to be in our campaigning kasi we're not as rich as the other.
Anong region na maraming bakla tsaka lesbian tsaka
hindi ko pa rin alam talaga masyado ngayon
Di ba,
right now.
Di ba Region 7?
Pero may mga regions na Central Luzon, yung mga ganon. Na,
Raymond, we're at the end of the show. I'd like to give you 1 minute, 1.5 minutes for your message straight to our viewers.
yes.
Straight on.
So, first of all, I'm really grateful for this show, for Harry, for John, for inviting Ladlad to be here. I'd like to ask for yung personal support ng mga tao, kayong mga nanonood ng show na ito. Lahat naman tayo may kilala mga bakla at may lesbian sa buhay natin eh. At alam naman natin na tao rin naman sila. Tao rin lang naman kami eh. At kung makita niyo na wala naman kami pinagkaiba sa lalaki o sa babae, we have the same rights, the same needs, the same wants, umiibig kami, nasasaktan. At dahil ba doon, aren't we just as entitled as everyone else to be happy? And yun naman yung pinag-uusapan natin. We have the right to be happy, to be free from discrimination, to have our own representatives in Congress, and ultimately, to get married to people of our own sex. So, matagal pa, no? Malayo pa yung lalakbayin natin. But ako, speaking as a bakla, deep in my heart, alam ko mahal ako ni Lord. Eh. Mahal ako ni Lord bilang bakla at gusto niya akong mabuhay bilang isang bakla na marangal at nagmamahal ng kapwa ko bakla. There's nothing wrong with that. Eh. And I'm hoping na yung experience sa ibang bansa, in other countries, maliliwanagan din tayo dito sa Pilipinas eventually. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe not next year, but eventually, I think that malalaman din ng lahat na talagang God loves bakla.
Thank you very much, Raymond. John, your exit message?
Okay, mga kaibigan, ang usapin po ng bakla, lesbians, transgender and bisexual, minsan po napaka-critical. Pero isa lang po dapat natin maintindihan bakla ka man, lesbian ka man, bisexual, transgender, Pilipino ka, mga kaibigan. Kasi sa usapin po ng nation building, there is no discrimination. Everybody is welcome, regardless of your sexual preference. The concept of morality depends on people who look at morality. Ang problema po sa ating lipunan, marami pong nagmamalinis, pero hindi naman malinis. May mga bakla pong tumutulong at magandang nagagawa sa ating lipunan, pero yung iba na nandyan na nagsasabing sila'y malinis at hindi naman pala malinis. So sa puntong yan, mga kaibigan, siguro tingnan po natin na ang bawat Pilipino, maging bakla ka man, lalaki ka man, babae, tomboy at ano pa man, ang importante, magsama-sama ang Pilipino para umunlad ang ating bayan.
Thank you very much, John. Okay, he's got the book. You already saw it. God Loves Bakla. It's going to be republished under a different title. Raymond Alikpala. You know, ako personally, I guess I was a gay basher. I still am to a certain extent. I just realized during the show, it's the transgender that I was more discriminate upon. But then realizing after talking to a very sane person who says he's gay, I agree with him. Human rights prevail. And there are different discriminations, and I must have fallen, like many of my peers and a lot of people out there, many of you viewers, I have fallen like you into discriminating what is traditionally unacceptable. But it does not mean we are correct. So I guess we have to open our minds and find out what is better for the country as a whole. And if he's going to add, and if Ladlad's going to add that critical voice that will provide the proper avenues and the proper voice for creating proper laws and proper direction, then we should have them. So all the power to Ladlad Raymond. So there you are. There's our show. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back next week with more surprises from Dr. Chope. Right, John?
Yeah.
All right. Good night, everybody.
You are what you watch. You are what you watch.